Let's head to Winnipeg now. We're joined by Danielle bain, and it's nostalgia night. And Danielle, Jonathan Toews, he's facing the Blackhawks, something we've never seen before. So how's he feeling about this matchup tonight?
Well, Sarah, you said it right how he said it. He said it's a little bit nostalgic going up against his former team, but this team looks a lot different from when he was last playing for the Blackhawks. Despite that, he says he's always going to have a really special connection to the city of Chicago, to its fans, and he does have some pretty good buddies still on the other side, one of those being Connor Murphy, who spoke after morning skate as well, saying that Jonathan Toews was literally a celebrity in the city of Chicago, but you'd never know it in the room. He's one of those guys that just wanted to be a regular guy and treated every single guy in the room the same way, and that is something that he really respected about Toews. Now, Toews obviously says that's a storyline here tonight, but besides that and the nostalgia and taking the moment to really let it all sink in and reflect on the journey, he is absolutely focused on this Jets group. And yes, Chicago was home to him for many, many years, but Winnipeg's also home to him as well, growing up in Manitoba. So he is very present with this Jets team right now, Sarah.
Yeah, in a way, it's like a home and home for him. And he's always given off those humble vibes. He's now played 10 games in his return to the NHL. How is he feeling about his game at this point?
Well, really today he said he's actually really happy with how his body has held up through the first 10 games. Now, head coach Scott Arniel has said that the plan for Jonathan Toews was just for him to get better each and every game, and that's what he's seeing from him. Toews said also that he's paying a lot of attention to how his body's recovering, and he's really happy in that realm, especially because this is going to be their 5th game in 8 nights. So he's been paying really close attention to that aspect. When it comes to kind of feeling his way and his spot on this team and where he really belongs, he says that's really coming along as well. And things that are, structure related or style of play are really starting to become second nature to him now. And when he plays loose, he plays at his best.
Well, the Jets are 7-3. Most teams would be happy with that start to the season, but it seems like this team isn't exactly content with the positive results. Am I right?
That is absolutely the right take, Sarah. You said it best. They are happy with their 7-3. They're at close to the top of the Central Division, but multiple people have flat out said that they are not satisfied with where they're at right now. Head coach Scott Arniel saying that he has not even come close to seeing that full, complete Jets hockey that he knows so well. And then you have Kyle Connor, the OT hero in Minnesota, saying that, the team's identity is really still a work in progress and that no one is satisfied with where they're at. And then Jonathan Toews, who says he actually loves the fact that no one's satisfied because that just shows the type of mentality and the type of pros there are in this group. And he says those are the exact type of characteristics that he saw in those championship winning groups in Chicago that he really sees in this room in Winnipeg.
Well, the Jets started this season without Adam Lowry, Cole Perfetti, and Dylan Sandberg. Danielle, what's the latest on how close they are to returning to action?
Okay, so first of all, Adam Lowry is very, very close. So he's been skating in the regular jersey now for about a week or so. So he is getting close to a return, but the biggest hurdle for Adam Lowry and the team is that because of the really busy schedule, he actually hasn't really had much of an opportunity to get into those regular practices where he's getting the contact that he needs. So as head coach Scott Arniel says, we just need to see a little bit of that first. So tomorrow there's going to be a practice. He'll get in there, and then, right after that, they'll kind of test it out and he'll ramp up back into game action very soon. The other two, Dylan Sandberg and Cole Perfetti, they actually skated in a team morning skate for the first time since their injuries. They were still in that yellow non-contact jersey. So head coach Scott Arniel says for them, they'll continue to ramp things up, but no contact, obviously, until you see them change their jerseys. They were originally expected back mid-November, and the way things are looking now, it's still tracking that way. But Adam Lowry, right around the corner, Sarah.
Oh, that's excellent news for the Jets. And Blackhawks and Jets on TSN tonight. We'll get to watch Toews take on his former team.